J.J. McCarthy. He comes in second in the league in passing yards this season. It's the Eagles and the Vikings under the lights on Monday night.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they enter play here. They've certainly got it rolling of late. Winners at 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
And we are underway from Houston. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay, we lost the game, but boy, that felt good playing it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Houston. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. It's Moore, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. You look at this Eagle defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Myles Murphy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The Eagles offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The numbers for Moore last week: 6 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the... First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Moore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So 4 sacks in the game. Charles, I don't know. Should we think about maybe bypassing Rookie of the Year and just jump straight to Defensive Player of the Year for him?
Oh, I like the whimsical tone in your voice on that one, because what we're seeing right now, Rookie shouldn't be able to do what he's doing, but he's getting it done. A little for
oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's McCarthy. He's got him in, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Eagles open the lead up to 34-0.
Set to kick off.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Open man right side is St. Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Dell. And he lost the football. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but it got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still first down.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
To the air with McCarthy.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this?
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick-6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 2. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one play. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have opened the lead up to 60. Elliott good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. And this will be... And now a fumble. The ball's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
One of the linebackers has got it.
And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense headed back out. Captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Way trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw McCarthy.
Going deep here for Matthews. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards.
And the Eagles just continue to roll.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. second back at the 42. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 11-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now. Oh, wide open, complete. Now he's loose again, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 89 yards. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. The tight end in motion right. 2nd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Now McCarthy. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Moore. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll set up a throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back on the field. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Open target, here's Matthews. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
At the 21-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. Here's McCarthy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. McCarthy. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
That one taken in by Neighbors. Still going inside the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Malik Neighbors.
78 yards.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now Cade York for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I...
It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And out now come the Vikings. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll look to throw now on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. Whoa! It still won't go down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Here we go on second and 12. And the pressure gets to him again. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
York able to send this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. That's complete to Dell. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by York is up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Airs this out for Matthews. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Vikings head out to take over once again. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love